been 9 months to the day since 13 men and one woman allegedly beat and set alight a group of young men in Zandspruit. Today, Gauteng's Police Commissioner Elias Mawela is taking the Nqobile Madlala operation to the area. However, starting in Honeydew, they'll also be visiting Cosmo City. Nqobile Madlala is tagging along. Nqobile, thanks for joining us. Why those areas in particular, and what exactly or who exactly are the police targeting with this operation?
Well, we've heard from Elias Mawela speaking to us a little earlier on. He's just saying that in this area specifically, people feel like the police presence hasn't been very strong. And so this is part of showing that they are visible. They're saying that after that mob killings that occurred, you will remember Masego, my colleague, was covering that, saying that the police were saying, the people were saying that the police are not present and that even when they called them, they didn't come on time. So this is part of showing the community that they are one with them and that they are going to be fighting these ills in the community. But I want to show you something because we've just come into an illegal shebeen. Now we understand that this is all that they were selling already. The bakkie is already full, and we can see some of the police already taking the alcohol. We understand this is illegal. The owner has been asked if he does have any papers, and he has said that he doesn't have any papers. And of course, they're still verifying if the individual is South African or not. And so they are at this point going to be taking him with, from our understanding. He is an old guy from our understanding as well, but of course he's been kept in the house whilst they ensure that they clear out the area. But all of this is going to the police station. Now, should he be found in any way to have crossed the law, from our understanding, which he is, because this is illegal, we do understand that he's going to be appearing in the Randburg Magistrate Court. But this, of course, is what we were being told, that Nqobile Madlala goes to separate areas, and this is one of the areas in Cosmo City where they had found this shebeen. And this, of course, means that they are going to be confiscating the alcohol and they will be taking it back to the police station with them. But of course, then they will continue on the ground covering other aspects of Nqobile Madlala. What we understand today already is that over 900 people have been arrested, according to the provincial commissioner, and he's saying that more has been arrested. We speak, as we're also seeing the illegal shebeen at this point, and he's saying that they're also finding areas where people are using drugs, and so they are arresting those that are doing so, and it continues the whole day. But this is the alcohol then that has been found in Cosmo City.
Well, Nqobile, I know this operation is about to move, so very quickly, let me find out, this is a one-day show of force. It's one thing, but has anything really changed in these communities in the long term, or will anything change in the long term in the aftermath of that mob justice event?
Well, from what we heard from the provincial commissioner, he's saying that they have strengthened the law on the ground. But of course, that's always debatable. You would know if you were to speak to the people on the actual ground. They would tell us more in terms of what's happening here. Unfortunately, we can't see a lot of residents here. We would have been able to maybe speak to some of them and see what they think here. So unfortunately, everybody has kind of gone out of their way just to let the police to continue. But what he's saying is that essentially they are showing some force on the ground, and they will continue to show some visibility, because this is, of course, what the people were worried about when it came to the fact that the police were not seen on the ground. So from what we have heard from the police then, that they are going to continue to show their presence and to be present when the people do need them.
All right, Nqobile, thank you so much for joining us. Nqobile Madlala, following the police's Nqobile Madlala operations in Johannesburg.